The Fugees have internal beef. They hate themselves. And Pras has lit the fuse. What up, words? Your boy Challz Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those Cashapp to CLBMG. I appreciate you, gang. Listen, Pras has had it up to here with Lauryn, and he has filed a lawsuit for breach of contract, fraud, all kind of other things. Let me read this and we're going to have a conversation, all right? The Fugees, the hip-hop trio made of Lauryn Hill, Wyclef, and Pras, rose to fame in the mid-90s with songs like Killing Me Softly, Ready or Not, and Fuji La, launching solo careers for all three. But 25 years later, it appears something is rotten in the state of Fuji. And how, gang? In a scathing lawsuit, Tuesday, October 1st, that took personal shots at Lauryn Hill, Pras accused the bandmate of fraud and breach of contract. He claimed that she had exploited his need for cash amid mounting legal problems to get him to sign into a plan for a 2023 tour in which she enriched herself at his expense. Quote, "It did not matter to Hill if she took full advantage of Michael's vulnerability, her friend and creative partner for over 30 years. In fact, she counted on and exploited that vulnerability to carry out her scheme." Michael also pinned the blame on Hill for the group's recently canceled 2024 tour, which had been set to kick off early August, but was quietly called off just days before it was set to start. He cited her gross mismanagement as a key factor behind the poor ticket sales. Hill quickly responded with a detailed rebuttal, calling it a baseless lawsuit and that it was full of false claims and unwarranted attacks. She said Pras had omitted key details like she had expanded the tour specifically to help him pay his legal bills and secured him advances that had not been paid back yet. So let me just also add to this article. It's also alleged by Pras that Lauryn took advances from those tours and siphoned off a lot of the money for herself. Now, when you do a tour and they cancel, you cancel it as the artist, you have to return all of that guaranteed money. If she's pulling money from it or he or whoever, then that's mismanagement of funds and somebody has to pay that back. At some point, either they're going to sue you for the money back or something. You're going to have to give up something or redo the tours later, whatever. But Pras is alleging that Lauryn took that advance money, those deposits, and started putting it in her pocket and doing whatever. Now, I'm going to be honest. It sounds like she's saying he did the same thing. I think they both did it. Pras is alleging that he's not alleging. He's fully saying, "Oh, I have money issues, legal problems." Pras is being, he needs lawyers because he's being indicted for some federal charges, some espionage and some treacherous things that they're alleging that he's done, right? With an individual from overseas, let's just say that, a foreign contact. They're calling Pras an enemy of the state, like a foreign combatant. He's like a spy, right? That's what they're trying to say, espionage, right? And Pras is being accused of that by the federal government, to which he has to defend himself, right? The notorious case that Leonardo DiCaprio was called to the stand and things like that. So Pras is in a lot of jeopardy, and he needs a big bag really quickly. Kind of like when A Tribe Called Quest wasn't getting along at all, but Phife Dawg needed money for his medical bills. So they put a tour together, to which Q-Tip and Phife got on tour and immediately started fighting on tour. I believe they got into a full fist fight because one was doing it to help the other, right? One needed the money, one didn't really need the money like that. But he did it anyway, even though they have differences. So that's what it looks like, that the Fugees, who haven't really been doing this stuff for 30 years or whatever, they jumped back in the fray and did that tour. He's suing her for both tours. He's suing her for the tour that they did last year. Remember last year when they tried to announce a Fugees tour, then they jumped on stage, they got on stage late, and the performance was kind of wonky, and people was like, what the world was that? But they bounced back and did another one somewhere, whatever. So they announced they were going to go on with the tour. Then then COVID or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember why it got canceled. But end of the day, that 2023 tour got canceled. It was, I don't even remember what the reason it was, but he's saying that it was her fault, right? He's suing her for a lot of money. And I don't know where he thinks she's going to get all this money from to pay him if they didn't get paid for the tours. I guess he's going like, yo, you cost me a lot of money that I got to return from these deposits. And she's saying that he got advances from that same money. So she's going to have to countersue Proswell. I don't even know what Wyclef's thoughts on this. He's probably trying to stay far away as this is possible. I don't even think Wyclef and Pras are seeing eye to eye ever since Wyclef ran for, he was trying to be of Haiti. What was he trying to be? The governor of Haiti. I don't know what he was trying to be, the president of Haiti, right? And Proswell went against him for the candidate that was running against him. And I don't know if they've ever healed that up. Proswell was like, it's not personal. I just think the other guy is the right guy for the job. And him and Wyclef was never really on the same page after that. But they all decided to still do this tour. And I'm like, you clearly can tell that you guys aren't on the same page if you can come out and sue somebody, right? And I get it. People sue people all the time. I believe Pete Rock is suing Nas, right? Pete Rock claims he's not suing Nas. He's suing the company that owns Nas's publishing, but you're suing Nas, right? At the end of the day. So he's saying he never got paid for, what song was it? 1 or 2 songs off of Illmatic. He's saying he never got paid. So people do sue each other that are still supposedly cool, but I think that Proswell is hurting for money, and he's looking at Lauryn as the culprit who messed up a big bag, because they were looking at big bags of money. Let's just be honest. These are millions you're talking about. So he's probably like, yo, I would have the millions if not for her tomfoolery with the nonsense of the lateness of shows. Lauryn has a horrible reputation with these shows. She just does. It is what it is. There is no way around it. Lauryn is looked at as a bad bet when you go to buy a ticket. I in my last video about the Fugees, mad people in the comments saying I went to her show, it was awful. She got there 2-3 hours late. She had her kids on stage. She wasn't prepared. Her voice was awful. She just was a bad risk. I'll never see her again. Now imagine that person is on the new tour with the other 2 rappers who clearly, let's just be honest, most people say Fugees only got where they are because of Lauryn Hill. Let's just be honest. Now, we know Wyclef has talent and we know Proswell has talent, but Fugees took off on the back of Lauryn Hill. If that's the catalyst of this tour, and we don't even know if she's going to be there, if she's going to be on time, if she's going to sound like crap, if she's going to even remember her songs, if she's going to have her kids on stage, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a real problem. So Proswell still did it, right? Proswell can't do a tour by himself. Nobody's going to see Proswell by himself. You can't stop the shining. You can't stop the shine. Who's going to pay to see that? It's going to be little small venues. He might have been better off doing that, to be honest. By the time he could have did 40, 50 little small dates and got the money he's getting from this, because he apparently ain't getting nothing, right? So I don't know why they are even trying to tour together, because they clearly are not cool. They clearly are not cool. We've seen them smiling and this and that, but Lauryn has been on a anti-industry kind of vibe for quite a few years, and Proswell had to have seen that before he decided to sign anything, but I guess desperate times call for desperate measures. I don't believe that, well, no, I'm not going to say I don't believe. I do believe that all of them trickled off of those deposits. I do believe that. I believe that's a lot of money, and they all were like, well, we're going on tour anyway. Give me 5 G's, give me 10 G's, give me 30 G's, give me 40 G's. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whoever the deposits came to, all of them was dishing it out. It sounded like Lauryn had the deposits coming to her. She had control over it some kind of way. Or maybe they had a joint account, which would make more sense. Then all of them are digging in. So all of them are accountable. But at the end of the day, Proswell does not feel that this tour would have been stopped had it not been for Lauryn's mismanagement of funds and fraudulently making both tours get canceled. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is Lauryn the reason these tours got canceled? I don't know if the tour was going to be good anyway. I don't know if they was going to even have these shows. Probably would have been piss poor. They would have been awful. This girl would have came in this woman would have came in whenever. Allegedly, she claims that the media makes her out to be the bad guy and the goat of the butt of the jokes, and you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's not the media, it's the fans that really go in these comments and really spread the word that Lauryn is a real bad bet when you go to see her in these shows. Let me know what you think in the comments. CLBMG. Make sure you head over there. We got some new merch. The What Show every Wednesday night. We blowing up. That channel's getting crazy. My channel just hit 10,000 subscribers. I appreciate you, gang. Just keep popping, keep pushing. I'm gonna see y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.